What is up, guys? This is Ansgar signing into the Cubenomics, and today's video is going to be a little bit different. You see, this thing right here is Rubik's Cube, and if I ask people what it is, I don't get a proper definition or a proper answer. So today's video is going to be explaining to you guys what this is and everything you need to know about it. So let's not waste any time and get right to it.
3, 2, 1. The Cubenomics.
So the Rubik's Cube is basically a 3D puzzle that was invented in 1974 by an Hungarian sculptor and professor by the name of Erno Rubik. It was originally called the Magic Cube, and it was licensed from Erno Rubik to be sold to Ideal Toy Corporation in 1980 through a businessman named Tibor Alakzi. In 1980, the Rubik's Cube even won the German Game of the Year Special Award. And as of January 2009, 350 million cubes have been sold worldwide, making this the world's most top-selling puzzle game. Although the Rubik's Cube was mainly popular in the 80s, it is so widely known and used. Many speed cubers continue to practice it and other twisty puzzles to compete for the fastest times in various categories. And since 2003, the World Cube Association, or also known as the WCA, governs the Rubik's Cube's international solving competitions worldwide and keeps its official world records. The original 3x3 Rubik's Cube has 8 corners and 12 edges. There are 8 factorial or 40,320 ways to arrange the Rubik's Cube's corners itself. The possible number of permutations for the entire cube is 8 factorial times 3 to the power of 7 times 12 factorial by 2 times 2 to the power of 11. And if that seems a little bit confusing to you guys, this is the actual number for the answer of that problem. It's 43 quintillion, 252 quadrillion, 3 trillion, 274 billion, 489 million, 856,000 different possible permutations. Now that's a lot. In addition to speed cubing, the WCA also holds events in which the 3x3 Rubik's Cube is solved in many different ways, such as blindfolded solving, multiple blindfolded solving, solving the cube using a single hand or OH, solving the cube with one's feet or feet solving, or solving the cube in the fewest moves possible. When it actually comes to getting a world record, there are 2 ways you can get it. One is from a single time, that's solving a cube a single time and getting a world record, or an average time in which an average of 5 is taken and the slowest and the fastest time is taken away and the remaining 3 is averaged. And if that's really fast, then it's a world record. Now for a single time, the 3x3 world record was set by Lucas Eder in the US in November 2015 for whooping time of 4.903 seconds. That's really impressive. And for average time, the world record was set by the famous Felix Zemdigs in 2016 in Warsaw for whooping 6.45 seconds for an average of 5. Now that's also really impressive. Now, if you're a person that's really lazy, there's a cube called the Dodo Cube, which is all the stickers peeled off of a cube, so you can do whatever turns you want to solve it. But in the speed cubing community, there's always a search for much more faster speed cubers, and that could be just you. That's right, the person that's watching this video right now. You could be the next person to break the 3x3 world record, or even the 4x4, or 5x5, or all the way up to the 13x13. That is, if that ever becomes a WCA event. And life is just like a Rubik's Cube. Sometimes there are bad times, just like a shuffled Rubik's Cube. But if you take the time and the pain to solve it, to solve the problems in life, these 3 shuffled cubes could be solved in no time flat. And problems can be big or small, but it depends on how you treat them, and if you treat them the same like these 3 shuffled cubes.